Who's ready to shake some hands? That's right, Handshakes is back. The full version came out recently. As you can see, there's 30 levels now instead of, what was there before, 16? So, I mean, it's doubled in size, and I'm here to play the entire game in one sitting. It's a game about shaking hands. You control two dudes, you have to have their hands shake some hands. They have long arms, they reach out, they shake hands, they open doors, push boxes, all in the name of shaking hands. And then you kind of keep going. There's a bunch of levels. I hope they get to some new levels. I mean, it's a classic. Watch out for the slicey door. It could slice off your hand. Don't want that to happen. But you can open it up again and then send the hand through. Not like that. Don't do that. That was painful. It's very important to have hand safety in this game. Always wear gloves. Always shake hands without getting them sliced off. Actually, that'd be a pretty cool mechanic. Gloves. Yeah, there's buttons that open doors, but the doors will only stay open while the button is pressed. You gotta be careful not to let your hand be trapped in there. I think I remember I had to push this box around and then get it over to the other button, all in the name of shaking hands. Look at them being all bros and handshaking and all that. I remember this. Yeah, I apologize. I made a video on the demo a while ago. This is where you had to intentionally cut off hands because severed hands can hold down buttons. They're actually useful for something. And that way, when it regrows, they can shake some hands. And this is probably also a level that was from the demo. Listen, I mean, you're not going to get a genuine first reaction to it, but the other levels will have a genuine first reaction. It's just how it goes sometimes. But for now, I'm shaking hands. I don't know why I keep saying this. I feel like my hand will get cut off if I don't say it. This level actually looks new. So I'm going to get a severed hand, push this box over, and shake some hands underneath. Yeah, that's important. Get the box on the button. And that's the beautiful thing about puzzle games, right? You're not going to really memorize or forget what the puzzles are, especially when they're about such important things like shaking hands. Oh, does this not reach? Is that the name of the level? Just short? Right. I think the catch was this. I get the box here, and then I push it up very carefully. And then shake hands in here. There's always a good place to shake hands. 1/3 of the levels down. This looks pretty new. Sharing is caring. So we're going to share some hands. Well, hold on. Oh, I get it, right? I gotta slice off this hand, and then I gotta push it a little further, and then use this hand to hold down the button. Yeah, that's important. You get desensitized to the slicing off of hands very quickly in this game. Because honestly, all that matters is that the hands are shook. How about this, right? Get a hand here, you slice it off, you hold open the door, and then you push the hand through. Is that the secret? Yeah. Then you can get the hand around onto the button. And then you do something similar over here. Perfect. Each guy sacrificed a hand. All the name of progress. These are definitely new. It kind of looks like a horse. I guess it kind of does. Yeah. So you cut off a hand, and then you push the hand onto the button, allowing you to get down here, and you cut off another hand. I don't know if you can cut that hand off. Let's back up, because I think I still need to get the hand here, and the only thing I can do is push it there. Well, maybe I cut off another hand. That's the idea, because I can push this hand all the way up to the button, and then get this hand right for the shaking. Paused for a second. Gotta have a little bit of moment of wait before you shake hands. Always pushing me around. Yeah, so you can push the guy, which is pretty cool. It does cut off the hand. But you know what they say, don't cut the hand that feeds you. That is enough to get to the handshake. Any further, the hands would not have reached. So that pushing is pretty necessary. Put the thing on the thing. Let's just start. Okay, let's see. I gotta get the box onto the button, I think. I mean, maybe. Let's see what happens if I do. Because I can get the hand all the way to over here. And then I can push this around. But it looks like it wants to go onto the button where the box is. That's not right. Reset. I think I need to go back a little bit, right? I think the box needs to go down here on the button. And then the hand needs to be up here. And there we go. That's much more sensible. And all the buttons are pressed. Let's shake some hands. Halfway done. Levels are going to definitely start getting new. This one's called Lift Me Up. So I imagine it's literal. The trick is to just read the name of the puzzle, because you can just push up. And then that should allow me to get the distance to shake some hands. 3 times the fun. There's a lot of buttons up here. Opens left door, opens right door, opens middle door. Then I assume that gets there. So I just need to sever a lot of hands. Let's start by pushing one up. And then double pushing. And then what? What if I do a totally different order for this? What if I start with the hand here, right? And then bring it around all the way to over here? Because I was stopping to think, like, how do I get that button? I'm like, I have to do it first in order to do it. Because if I didn't do it first, it would then be in the way of doing these other things. But I can't leave it on the button either, because that would also be in the way. So you have to do it first, but not have it be in the way of the others. And now it's free, so they can shake some hands. How about think about orders of things? Down and up. These buttons close the doors. Why would I want to press them? Well, probably because their arms aren't long enough to shake hands. Look how close they are. They could be closer, but still not close enough. Well, hold on. What if the guy goes on the button? That shuts the door. Reset, because I think I need to do this guy first. And then this guy. That's literally why it's called down and up. They're 2 spaces closer to shaking hands, which is exactly what you need. This one's called boxing match. Well, how do I start? By pushing a button. I feel that I want to get my hand on this button. And then what does this button do? It opens that. Yeah, that makes sense. What if that box stayed up, huh? So then I could push this out of the way. And then push this around just a little bit. Just a little bit of pushing to get to the button. And that's all you need to shake hands. Ooh, that was a stretch. Preparation is key. Well, so why can't I just leave my hand on the button? Oh, I see why. Because I have to have a severed hand on that button. I could leave it right here, not directly on the button. And then set up a severed hand right here, but again, not directly on the button. Wasn't this fine? Now I could just open this. Get the other hand on the button. All the doors are open. Hands are ready to be shook and shaken. 2/3 of the level's done. Removal service. This is a tiny level. How is this hard? Oh, well, how are the hands going to shake with the box in a way? I feel like the only way to get rid of it is the slicer. Yeah, slice some boxes, shake some hands. In that order. That's a lot of buttons. I think we've actually entered tricky puzzle territory. I'm just trying to figure out what every button does. I'm starting to understand a little. Like, I could get the box to here and this hand here. So at least I can reach all the way through. Push the box on the button. Slice a hand off. Yeah, I think I always want that hand here. And then I do exactly the same thing on the other side. Put the box here, put the hand here. And then I can just push 2 boxes. Is that easy? Hands have never been shaken like this before. Let's shake some hands. Closey doors, huh? I push the button in. Oh, instant pain. That door opens. That door opens. What does this do? I can't find out, but what I can do is push the guy over and find out what this does. That permanently opens that. Or it switches the parity of the door so it's open when the button isn't pressed, allowing me to shake hands. Not what it seems. Were you doing something funny with your hand there, buddy? Did I walk in at the wrong time? Happens to the best of us. I feel like it has to do a lot of hand pushing here. At least just once. This door can open. Because now I can push that there. How far does this hand go? Does it go all the way around? Eh. Well, maybe it is super easy. Can this just reach? Oh, that felt like an anti-puzzle. There is no catch. You just shake the hands. It really wasn't what it seemed. That's a lot of blue buttons. And by blue, I definitely mean green. Don't quote me on that. Well, what does this one do? Opens that gate. That opens that gate. Opens that gate. Opens that gate. Opens that gate. Now, what does this button do? Nothing. But I can slice off the hand. And now that the hand is sliced off, I can push it onto the button, opening the last door. Gotta pull the hand back. And I've just got to push the buttons. Yeah, so the doors get open. I feel like it was just going forward and backwards enough times to get the right doors open. It was more just trial and error than anything else. Use and discard. So a box pushes a button and then gets thrown into a gate. Is what this wordsmithing tells me. Not the hardest to decipher, but, well, it could also be meant about the hand. Ow. Well, how do I destroy the box exactly? What if I leave it there, hit this button now, leave the hand on, and then press this button or this button instead? Ladies and gentlemen, we've shaken hands. Oh, I remember this. You push my back, I push yours. Yeah, there's some puzzles you just can't forget. Or at least I remember the main crutch of it. I don't quite remember all the nitty-gritty, which is a good thing. I think you had to start by pushing this guy twice. It also feels like there's more boxes on here than I swear there were. I don't know. But I do know this can be pushed down. And then this can be pushed up. What does this button do again? Right now I've accomplished nothing. Reset. I swear that I had to push this guy all the way over here. And maybe that actually just is it. Yeah. Maybe that is just how I get the box onto the button. For some reason, I was thinking like either I do or I don't. I wasn't sure if it was a bait. Well, it feels kind of baity. And that's because now I have to push the other guy down. That's the step. Now that he's here, they definitely can shake hands if you come around this way. Memories of shaking hands. That's a long arm. 17. Called a reach around. Honestly, probably my favorite puzzle name in a long time. So just figuring out right now what door each button opens. What happens if a body goes into a gate? So I can put a box here and then I can push them in. Okay, how do I open the second door? That right there. Wait, can I have him have no hand? Oh, that just sends him back. That resets the puzzle, actually. Having no hand is death. And honestly, that's just like real life. You need a hand, otherwise, I mean, I guess you won't die. But you can't shake hands. And that's very unfortunate. But he's made it this far. I can get a hand severed here. As if that's a good thing. And I think I could open some of these other doors. See if that helps at all. Because now I can push this hand farther. Why would I want to do this? I can shake the dead hand. Well, I can hold the button open here, get the hand out there, and then bring it around. It's just a long and convoluted path, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Actually, it doesn't matter right away if it works, because I just need to get the hand to this button right here. That's the goal. It's gonna be a long journey to get there, but I think I can do it. And get it this far. And then get this all the way past. All right, hand is on the button. I repeat, the hand is on the button. I'm actually gonna move it one over. So I can leave that right there. I guess it actually didn't need to happen. Because now I can get the hand on the button, the box on the button, this hand off the button, and now all the doors are open. Well, that was a good puzzle. Shaking hands. Well earned. 2 to go. Unless there's any secret puzzles. There are so many boxes and so many buttons. Well, what does each one do? So that opens the middle button. Opens the left button. This feels like a pretty basic Sokoban. Okay. If I can get this leftmost box be destroyed, I have an idea for how to start on the left side. Which of these buttons opens and closes that gate below? It's not that one. So that means it has to be this one. Open. Now it's destroyed. And the reason why I needed to do that was because I need to push this box down, push this box up, and then push this box over. And then I've set myself up pretty cleanly. There's one box in the way. Okay, hold on. Give me a hand here. Open it. Close it. It's out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. I've now set myself up pretty cleanly to get all the other boxes on the buttons. like this, and I can shake hands. Oof. All right, that was almost felt like standard Sokoban for a second. Good thing it's still handshakes. There's stuff outside the level. It's a heart. Wait a second. Oh, thanks for playing. Hold on, you have to win by getting a handshake on the outside. Okay, what button opens what? That opens that gate. That opens a close gate. That opens a pretty far gate. What does this button open? I think I want this gate to stay open, because I think I need to do a push. That opens that. And what I'm gonna do... Oh, this button closes a gate. I wanted to push it a little further. Just a little? But I don't think I can go much further. I can push this hand onto this button. That seems helpful. How do I open the outside doors, though? What about this button? That opens a door. And this opens an outside door. Oh, all the necessary doors are open. There we go. Beautiful. And they only reach here? Outside the world, Handshake. The handshake lives on forever. Well, it's a short but sweet game. Apparently, they're going to make a sequel. Handshakes Hands On. I mean, I can't complain. This game's free. Thank you all for shaking hands with me. Hope you all are excited for when Handshakes Hands On comes. See y'all next time. Have a wonderful day and peace.